did not fail at manifestation. You were trained to approach it in a way that guarantees struggle. You were taught that the only path to transformation is through effort. Push harder, work longer, think positive at all costs. Force your mind into a better future. Repeat the same sentence until your throat is dry and your spirit is tired. This is the lie that has been quietly installed into your identity. That creating the life you want must feel like a fight. That you must earn your dream by suffering for it. That you only deserve more when you are exhausted from the pursuit. Look at the world around you. Every message reinforces the same rule. You want abundance. Go chase it. You want love. Go search for it. You want health. Go battle the problem until your body obeys. People are not manifesting a new reality. They are running from the old one. And in the quantum field, escape is still attention. Running is still attachment. Fear is still a signal. And every signal becomes a blueprint the field reflects back to you. Here is the truth you were never meant to uncover. The more you chase what you want, the further you push it away. Chasing is your energy screaming, "I do not have it yet." Chasing is proof of lack, dressed up as ambition. Chasing tells the field you are incomplete here and now. And the field can only mirror what you are, not what you beg for. You have been conditioned to believe that wanting is power, but wanting is the strongest declaration of absence. The field does not respond to what you crave. It responds to what you embody. Think about your own life. Think about how many nights you forced your mind to visualize a future you could not feel in your body. You saw the possibility in your imagination, but your chest was tight, your breath was shallow, your stomach was bracing for the same disappointment. You did not create a new timeline. You reinforced the old one. It is not because you lack discipline. It is not because you are broken or weak or spiritually behind. It is because you were never shown the real mechanism of creation. The system you were given is designed to fail. When you repeat affirmations, you do not believe your body records the contradiction. When you visualize a future version of yourself while judging your current life, your nervous system hears danger. When you try to control the outcome with fear disguised as action, the field reflects that fear with perfect precision. People think the universe is ignoring them, but the universe has never missed a single signal. It is responding exactly to the frequency you are living in. You were told that manifestation is asking the universe for what you want. The real secret is that manifestation is becoming the universe that already has it. You were told to control, but control is the language of separation, and separation collapses your power. The moment you grip, you broadcast need. The moment you need, you broadcast lack. The moment you lack, you recreate the very reality you are trying to escape. This is the trap. This is the lie. This is the invisible prison millions of people sit inside while holding every key to their freedom. Look at the moments in your life where magic actually happened. A relationship that arrived out of nowhere. An opportunity you did not chase. A spark of clarity when you finally stopped trying to solve the problem. Those breakthroughs did not come from force. They came when your energy softened enough for alignment to find you. Success did not arrive because you demanded it. It arrived because you became open to receive it. But the world never teaches openness. The world worships effort. The world celebrates struggle. The world convinces you that if you are not hurting, you are not progressing. So you push, you force, you grind your way into anxiety and call it ambition. You collapse your nervous system and call it discipline. You disconnect from your own power and call it sacrifice. Here is the shift. Manifestation is not a performance. It is a frequency. It is not a battle. It is a remembrance. It is not something you chase. It is something you allow. You are not meant to fight your way into a new life. You are meant to tune into the version of you who already lives it. Take a breath. Feel this moment. Notice the truth behind the tension you carry. The tension comes from the idea that who you are is not enough. But what if that idea has been the only thing blocking the door? You were sold a lie so you would keep searching outside yourself. Because a person who is always chasing never has time to realize they are already the source. The field is not waiting for you to prove your worth. It is waiting for you to stop doubting it. Let this be the moment the old lie loses its power. The moment you stop fighting the life you want. The moment you remember that wanting and having are not separated by effort. They are separated by alignment. Pause. Breathe deeper. Look at the space around you. You are already inside the field that holds every possibility. Everything you want already exists as a version of you somewhere in this infinite spectrum of timelines. The question is not how hard will you work to reach that version. The question is how clearly will you align with it. Because the field is not responding to your struggle. It is responding to your state, and your state can shift. Right now, reality is not listening to your words. It is listening to your signal. The quantum field does not wait for you to write your goals in a journal. It does not respond because you said a sentence 10 times. It does not decode your dreams through perfect phrasing. It responds to what you are broadcasting through the language beneath language. You are sending a message every second, through your breath, through the tension in your chest, through the tone of your internal world. Reality reads all of it. Most people think they are manifesting with their thoughts, but your thoughts are only the surface layer. The field receives its instructions from a deeper place. Your body, your emotion, your subconscious identity. When the body is in stress, the signal is survival. When the heart is closed, the signal is distrust. When the nervous system is bracing, the signal is self-protection, and the field mirrors that signal back with perfect accuracy. It does not judge it. It reflects it. If your inner world whispers, "I am not safe," the field arranges a world that matches that state. If your energy declares, "I am alone," the field provides situations that confirm the message. Not because the universe wants you to suffer, but because it has one job: to collapse the timeline that matches your dominant frequency. The field cannot respond to what you pretend to feel. It cannot manifest what you wish you believed. It collapses the world that aligns with what you are now. This is why so many people feel stuck. They are speaking abundance, but their body is speaking fear. They are asking for love, but their heart is armored. They are trying to create peace, but their nervous system is firing alarms. The quantum field is not reading your intentions. It is reading your coherence. Your energy tells the truth long before your mouth does. The field picks up the hidden broadcast with no delay. Your words may sound powerful, but if your state contradicts them, the contradiction wins every time. Think about a moment when someone told you they were fine, but everything in their energy screamed the opposite. You felt the truth, not because of what they said, but because of what they radiated. The field works the same way with you. It listens to your tone, not your script. It responds to your being, not your performance. This is why manifestation collapses when you force is the announcement that you do not trust the process. And the field reflects mistrust as confusion, as delay, as resistance. People think they are not manifesting, but they are manifesting constantly. They are just manifesting from the wrong state. Manifestation is not something you turn on. It is something you learn to direct. Every emotion is a frequency. Every belief is a command. Every thought is a signal. Every action is proof of what you truly expect. If you wake up expecting to struggle, your body prepares for struggle. Your breath reflects struggle. And the field arranges struggle as the path you walk through the day. If you wake up expecting support, your nervous system softens. Your energy becomes receptive. And opportunities find you because you are available to receive them. Reality does not push against you. It responds to you. The world is a mirror with no delay. The moment your frequency shifts, the mirror adjusts, sometimes faster than your eyes can register. You are not waiting for life to change. Life is waiting for you to send a clear signal. The signal becomes clear the moment you stop trying to convince the field with your words and start communicating through your presence. Presence is the most powerful language you have. When you are present, your energy synchronizes. Your heart opens. Your mind quiets. Your field becomes coherent. Coherence is a declaration. Coherence says, I trust, I know the field hears coherence as certainty, and certainty has gravity. This is why miracles do not feel like miracles when they happen. They feel natural, obvious, expected. They feel like you were already aligned with the outcome long before it appeared. At the quantum level, reality does not choose for you. It waits for you to choose yourself. When you stand in a frequency of I am, the timeline of wanting dissolves, the identity of lacking disappears, and the world adjusts around the new signal like metal shavings around a magnet. Every possibility already exists, but only one becomes your lived experience. The one you continuously broadcast with your thoughts, with your breath, with the stories you let your nervous system believe. So ask yourself, what are you really transmitting? Not what you hope, not what you say in a moment of motivation, what you live in your body every day. Are you sending the message that life supports you, or the message that life is something to survive? Are you broadcasting trust or hypervigilance? Are you living in a state of having or a state of waiting? There is no judgment here, only awareness, because awareness is the switch. The moment you become aware of your signal, you can tune it. You can soften the fear. You can relax the resistance. You can choose a different frequency, not through force, but through attention. Your attention is the steering wheel that turns the wave into matter. That turns probability into fact. That turns the invisible into the world you touch. Every time you shift your state, you shift your signal. Every time you shift your signal, you shift your life. The field is not distant. It is woven through your every breath. It is your partner, your amplifier, your mirror. And it is already listening to you before you write it down, before you speak it out loud, before you even form the thought. The field has already received the truth of your energy. So the power is not in saying it. The power is in becoming it. Right now, in this breath, in this moment, the message has already been sent. The question is, will you continue broadcasting the old identity? Or will you let this moment be the calibration? Reality is listening. Life is listening. The field has always been listening. What will you say next? Without speaking at all. Your future is not something you reach. It is something you tune into. The version of you who has already succeeded is not imaginary. That self exists as a real frequency in the quantum field, not a fantasy, not a someday wish, a fully formed timeline already vibrating in potential. Every future version of you is real, but only one becomes the story you live. And the one that becomes real is the one you stay entangled with. Quantum entanglement means connection beyond distance and time. Particles that once interacted remain linked forever. Change the state of one, the other shifts instantly. Even if they are galaxies apart, this is not metaphysical poetry. This is physics. And there is something you have not been told. You are entangled with your future self, just as deeply as those particles are entangled in the lab. Your future identity, the one living abundance, the one healed and whole, the one deeply loved, the one aligned and powerful, is already influencing you right now through intuition, through inner pull, through the feeling that you are meant for more. That sensation is not imagination. It is memory from the timeline where you have already evolved. You do not dream of a better life because you are delusional. You dream of it because somewhere in the spectrum of infinite possibilities, you are already living it. The pull you feel, that quiet insistence, is your future self trying to get your attention. Reality is shaped by whichever identity you are most loyal to. When you cling to who you have been, you reinforce the past. When you embody who you are becoming, you collapse the future into the present. Most people are entangled with their old self. The one who doubts, the one who suffers, the one who runs on survival. Their history becomes their frequency, and the field obeys that frequency without hesitation. But the moment you shift your loyalty, everything begins to rearrange. You stop asking, how do I get there? And start asking, how do I return to the version of me who already arrived? When you feel a spark of confidence that makes no logical sense. That is the future self-transmitting. When a sudden opportunity appears, that is the timeline of success brushing up against your awareness. When something inside you refuses to settle, that is the proof of entanglement. You are not trying to become someone new. You are remembering someone you already are. Imagine a radio with endless stations. Each station is a timeline, all of them broadcasting at the same time. But you only hear the one you tune into. Right now, you may be tuned into the station of lack, the station of waiting, the station of almost there, but not quite. Not because that is the only truth, but because that is the frequency your nervous system is familiar with. The familiar becomes the default timeline, even if the familiar is painful. To shift timelines, you do not fight the old one. You simply break the loop of identification. Ask yourself this: what does the version of me who already has the life I want feel like? What do they believe? How do they walk? How do they breathe? How do they speak to themselves when no one is listening? Then bring one piece of that identity into this moment. That one shift, that one subtle choice is enough to create a crack in the old timeline where the new one can start to enter. People believe that manifestation takes time, but the quantum does not measure time. It measures alignment. When alignment clicks, the collapse is instant. Reality reorganizes so quickly, it feels like fate. That is why breakthroughs can appear in 1 second, in one meeting, in one decision, in one breath. The gap between you and the life you want is not distance, it is alignment. The moment you embody the version of you that has already crossed the finish line moves under your feet. You have lived this shift before. Think of moments you changed instantly. The day you left a toxic situation, the moment a truth finally landed, the second you said no more. You did not gradually evolve. You snapped into a new identity, and reality adjusted to match it. Your power is not in the future. It is in the identity you choose right now. Look at the behaviors you repeat each day. Every action is you voting for a timeline. The version of you who delays votes for the timeline of delay. The version of you who doubts votes for the timeline of doubt. The version of you who chooses alignment votes for the timeline of arrival. The field counts every vote. This is why small actions matter, because they are not small. They are signals. Signals collapse possibility into form. This is how you become magnetic, not by wishing, but by embodying the frequency of arrival before the arrival shows up in physical form. You do not manifest by reaching out. You manifest by reaching inward to the identity that already resonates with that reality. When you ground into that identity, chaos fades, pressure dissolves, the chase stops. You step into a frequency that says, I am already connected to the outcome, and everything that matches that state finds its way to you, not because you forced it, but because you finally tuned into the signal that has been calling you all along. Pause for a moment. Feel the presence of your future self. They are not far. They are not waiting. They are already here, standing just one frequency away. The question is not, will I ever get there? The question is, will I trust the pull and allow the future to meet me here? You are not moving toward your destiny. Your destiny is moving toward you. Every time you align with who you are becoming, entanglement is happening already. The shift begins. When you stop ignoring the energy that has been guiding you from the inside out, your future self is real. And they are asking just one thing: stay connected. You can want a new life with your mind, but if your identity does not match that life, nothing changes. This is the silent conflict that keeps people stuck. They focus on changing their thoughts, while their nervous system, their beliefs, their emotional memory still broadcasts the old version of self. Your conscious mind says, I am ready for more, but your body says, I am still surviving what happened before. Your conscious mind says, I want success, But your subconscious says, success is dangerous because failure once hurt me. Your conscious mind says, I am worthy of love. But your old identity still whispers, I am not enough. Your identity, not your desire, sets the limit. If you say, I am wealthy, but you feel tension when the topic of money appears, your identity rejects the affirmation, and the quantum field listens to the rejection, not the sentence you spoke. If you say, I am healthy, but your habits reflect fear of illness, your identity fears break down. So the field reflects a world where healing feels out of reach. If you say, love is coming, but your heart stays guarded, your identity expects loss. And the field mirrors that expectation without hesitation. Your internal world must become a match to the external world you are calling in, or the external world will continue matching the identity you currently live. People get frustrated because they cannot see their own mismatch. They are asking reality to treat them like who they want to be. While treating themselves like who they used to be, the universe is not withholding your blessings. Your old identity is blocking the door. Identity mismatch happens when the mind upgrades, but the body remains coded for the past. The nervous system keeps predicting the same threats. The subconscious keeps recycling the same stories, and those stories become the energy that shapes your day. You cannot outperform the identity you are loyal to, because identity creates perception. Perception creates behavior. Behavior creates evidence. Evidence reinforces identity. And the cycle locks you in a loop. Look closely at your habits, your boundaries, your self-talk, your emotional reactions. They reveal the version of you that is actually in charge. You want abundance, but you bargain with life like you do not deserve it. You want love, but you push it away the second it gets close. You want breakthroughs, but you prepare to fail before you even start. This is not weakness. This is conditioning. You absorbed an identity before you could choose one. You learned what to expect from the world, not through knowledge, but through survival. Every moment of fear, every rejection, every disappointment became a thread woven into your self-concept, and your self-concept dictates the reality you are available for. Here is what changes everything. Identity is not a memory. Identity is a decision. You are not obligated to remain loyal to the version of you built in hardship. You are not required to keep repeating the same life. Just because it feels familiar. Familiar is not truth. It is habit. Your body has been rehearsing your past for years. That is why change feels unsafe. Not because the future is dangerous, but because the past is known, predictable, validated through pain. The nervous system would rather choose a familiar struggle than an unfamiliar possibility. So it clings to the old identity, even when that identity hurts. Look at the patterns in your life. The patterns that feel heavy, unfair, repetitive. They are not fate. They are identity playing out again and again until you decide to upgrade the source code. Identity mismatch ends the moment you embody the future you in small choices, small shifts, small embodied truths every single day. You cannot simply think like your future self. You must breathe like them, walk like them, respond like them, trust like them. Identity changes not through force, but through evidence that you show to your own nervous system. When you act from the version of you who has already arrived, even in a tiny way, your body receives proof. We are becoming someone new. Proof softens fear. Softening opens the heart. An open heart changes the signal. A new signal rearranges reality. You do not wait for confidence. You act in a way that gives your system a reason to feel confident. You do not wait for abundance. You practice generosity in the places you can. You do not wait for love. You treat yourself with the tenderness you once hoped to receive from others. These signals tell the field, I am aligned with the timeline I choose, not the one I inherited. The biggest mistake people make is treating identity like a belief instead of a behavior. Belief shifts slowly, but behavior shifts now. You do not have to feel like your future self. To behave like them, the behavior comes first. The feeling catches up. This is where the mismatch dissolves, where coherence begins, where the field finally hears a clear command. You are not trying to become someone else. You are trying to stop acting like the version of you who no longer exists. Take a moment, feel into this truth. The person you are today is not the person who created your dreams. Your dreams came from your future identity, calling you upward. You are not chasing the life you want. You are catching up to it. The real question is simple. Who are you loyal to? The identity built from fear or the identity built from alignment? You cannot serve both. Your future self is ready, confident, certain, expansive, generous, open, connected, not because they never struggled, but because they stopped allowing the struggle to define them. Your job is to let the old identity retire with gratitude and step into the one that has been waiting patiently for you to recognize yourself. The quantum field reads identity, not fantasy. Your future is guaranteed. The moment you decide to become the version of you that already made it, right here, right now, you choose which self you are entangled with, which self you speak from without saying a single word. Identity is the signal. Identity is the story. Identity is the architect of every timeline you will ever walk into. So ask yourself, who am I being and who am I becoming? Let the answers match and the world will follow. The quantum field does not respond to scattered messages. It responds to one thing only: coherence. When your mind believes one story, your heart feels another, and your actions reflect something else entirely. You send a scrambled broadcast into the field, a signal full of mixed directions, a map with no destination, and the field mirrors that confusion with delay, with resistance, with almost but not yet, with a life that feels like waiting. Coherence changes everything. It is the moment when your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions finally speak the same language. When you think abundance, feel abundance, act from abundance, you are broadcasting a single undeniable signal. I am the version of me that already has this. That state is not imagination. It is alignment, and alignment has gravity. This is why someone who is calm, certain, fully embodied in their belief becomes magnetic. People feel it. Opportunities feel it. Reality feels it. Coherence does not shout, but it cannot be ignored. Think of music. Noise is chaotic. It repels. Harmony is unified. It attracts. Coherence is harmony at the energetic level. Most people try to manifest from the mind alone. They force the thoughts. I am enough. I am powerful. I am successful. While their body remains locked in the emotional memory of lack. The body is the real antenna. The heart is the amplifier. If the heart and body do not agree, the mind cannot override them. Your body broadcasts what it feels. Your heart broadcasts what it believes. Your energy broadcasts what you expect. And the field responds to that broadcast with precision. Do you understand what that means? You can say every right sentence, visualize until your head aches, work harder than anyone around you, and still manifest the same reality, because the signal never changed. Coherence is when the nervous system is not preparing for the past, but welcoming the future. Coherence is when the heart relaxes into trust, instead of guarding against loss. Coherence is when your energy no longer contradicts your desire. This is why clarity brings speed. The clearer the signal, the faster the collapse of probability into form. Coherence is not effort. It is relaxation into truth. When you are coherent, there is no friction, no resistance, no chase, no doubt. no double message. It feels like, of course this is happening. Of course life supports me. Of course I am aligned. That certainty becomes the command. The field responds to certainty, not hope, not wishing, not begging. Certainty. The electromagnetic field of your heart is stronger than the field of your brain. By magnitudes, your heart is the engine of coherence. When the heart and mind align, waves become organized, energy becomes focused, reality becomes responsive. This is why a single moment of true coherence can undo years of struggle, because struggle is incoherent effort. Coherence is effortless creation. You have tasted coherence before. Those unexpected breakthroughs, those perfect timing moments, those effortless yes outcomes. They happened when your signal was clear. Even for a second, the goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to spend more time in coherence than in conflict. When you wobble, you notice, you breathe, you return over and over until coherence becomes familiar, until alignment becomes your home frequency. Practical coherence is simple. Ask yourself, do my actions support what I say I want? Do my emotions support what I say I want? Does my self-talk support what I say I want? Does my posture, my breath, my daily choices support the identity I claim? If even one of these answers is no, your signal becomes distorted. Distortion slows the collapse of your desired timeline, so you recalibrate, not by force, but by attention. When fear rises, you soften your breath, coherence. When doubt whispers, you return to trust, coherence. When lack tries to speak for you, you shift into gratitude, coherence. Coherence is the practice of coming back again and again to the frequency of the life you are choosing. There is a reason the world teaches you to prioritize thinking, because a person disconnected from their body is easy to control. They can recite affirmations while still living in fear. They can obey the script while their soul remains asleep. But when the body and spirit unite, when the inner world moves as one, you become unstoppable. There is nothing the field can resist. When you speak through coherence, feel this. You are not manifesting a future. You are broadcasting a frequency, and the world rearranges around frequency, not effort. The question is not, what do you want? The question is, are you sending the signal of the one who already has it? Not sometimes. Not only when you meditate, not only when you feel motivated, but consistently enough that the field recognizes a new command. Coherence is the moment you stop asking, is it coming, and start living, it is here. Reality feels that shift. Life hears that declaration. The field responds to that truth. Without hesitation, you do not need to shout. You do not need to fight. You just need to replace inner conflict with inner agreement. Your power is not in intensity, it is in unity. This is the only real signal. The field cannot ignore. The moment your mind, your heart, and your body stand on the same frequency, the universe has only one response. Yes, manifestation only begins when the chase ends. Every time you try to get what you want, you send the message that you do not have it. Every moment you reach outward, you broadcast inward lack, and lack is the loudest frequency most people live in. Without even noticing, you are not blocked because you want too much. You are blocked because you want from a place that still believes it is without. The shift is subtle, but it changes everything. You stop becoming a seeker, and you start becoming a match. Getting is survival. Being is creation. When you chase things outside, you join the timeline of waiting. When you embody the reality inside you, you activate the timeline of arrival. The version of you who already has the life you want is not desperate, is not searching, is not gripping. They are being. They do not wake up asking if it works. They wake up living as if it already has. This is the shift from want to is, from later to now, from hoping to knowing, from forcing to allowing. You do not manifest what you pursue. You manifest what you are. This is why trying harder makes you tired, not magnetic. This is why overworking your mind brings stress, not synchronicity. This is why effort without alignment only amplifies resistance. You cannot chase something and receive it. At the same time, chasing is a signal of distance, a signal of not enough, a signal of separation from the thing you desire. Being is a signal of confidence, a signal of unity, a signal of inevitability that whispers to the quantum field. It is done. Look at your own life. Think of a time when something came easily, almost too easily, a person you ran into, the right opportunity at the right moment, a door that opened with no struggle at all. Those moments did not come because you tried. They came because you stopped blocking what was already aligned. You were relaxed, open, available, coherent, being the version of you that matches the outcome. The field does not respond to pressure. Pressure is friction. Friction slows the collapse of possibility into form. The field responds to clarity. Clarity is acceptance. Acceptance is coherence. When you are trying to get, you are living from emptiness, from absence, from the belief that something outside you must save you. When you are being, you are living from fullness, from presence, from the truth that you are already connected. Shift your attention from what you want to what you are becoming. This is not denial. This is identity. You can look at your current bank account and still feel abundant, because abundance is not the number, it is the frequency. You can be without a partner and still feel loved, because love is not a person, it is a state. You can be in the middle of transformation and still feel successful, because success is not a reward. It is a posture you hold with yourself. These energies do not wait for proof. They create the proof. The shift is internal, but the results are external. When you act like someone who is already chosen, life treats you like someone who is already chosen. When you speak like someone who already belongs, doors respond to that confidence. When you carry yourself like someone worthy, opportunities recognize you. The universe does not reward effort. It reflects identity. Pause here. Ask yourself, am I being the version of me who already has what I want? Or am I being the version that still doubts, still waits, still hopes, still checks if it is working every day? The one who checks is still waiting. The one who waits is still lacking. The one who lacks is still chasing. You do not need to monitor your manifestation as if the universe might forget. The field never forgets. It is already answering your signal. Shift the signal. Shift the timeline. The shift into being is a surrender of control, not a surrender of power. Control says, if I do not force it, it will not happen. Power says, if I become it, it must happen. Stop managing the outcome. Start managing the state. State is your real manifestation technique. Your state is the magnet. Your state is the command. Your state is the timeline you collapse into reality. Every time you soften into trust, the field rearranges. Every time you choose presence, the path appears. Every time you embody gratitude, the probability accelerates. Being is powerful because being is proof. Proof is not outside you. Proof begins inside. Reality is just the echo. So take one breath, a deeper one. Feel the version of you who is not waiting anymore. The shift is immediate. The shift is available. The shift is right here. Stop searching for what you want. Start becoming who you are, without apology, without hesitation, without bargaining with your own power. You are not empty. You are not unfinished. You are not far away. You are one frequency away from the life that already belongs to you. Being is the bridge. Being is the portal. Being is the signal the field cannot ignore. Right now, you choose your state. and your state chooses your reality. Let this moment be the moment. You stop getting and start being. The greatest block to manifestation is not the universe. It is your mind trying to control what your soul already knows. Your mind was built for survival, not expansion. Its job is to predict threats, avoid risks, repeat what is familiar, even if the familiar is the source of your suffering. So when you step toward a bigger life, your mind panics. It tries to keep you small because small feels safe. The mind says, do something, fix it, force it, track it, measure it, make sure nothing goes wrong. And in that frantic effort, you send a signal of fear, not trust. You say you want change, but the mind responds. Change means danger. Better stay where failure is familiar. Better cling to what you know, even if what you know is the very thing that is breaking you. The trap is simple. The mind believes control equals security. But control is a mask for fear. Fear is a broadcast of lack. Lack is the frequency of waiting. And waiting is a timeline you never escape. When you try to control the outcome, you are telling the field, I do not trust the process. I do not trust myself. I do not trust that I am supported. And the field mirrors that mistrust with delay, with friction, with endless almost there moments. You think you are being responsible. You think you are being proactive. But the energy underneath is scarcity. And scarcity always loops back into the same reality. Look at what you do when you want something badly. You chase. You worry. You overthink. You check for signs. You grip so tightly your nervous system forgets how to breathe. This gripping is the signal. The universe does not receive the desire. It receives the fear that you might not get it. The mind does not understand quantum creation. It only understands cause and effect. It believes effort produces results. So it demands more effort, more strategy, more control, more proof. But manifestation does not obey effort. It obeys alignment. Alignment happens through surrender, not through micromanaging the universe. The mind hates surrender. It calls surrender careless. It calls trust irresponsible. It calls flow unrealistic, because the mind cannot measure flow. It cannot supervise trust. It cannot guarantee the unknown. So it resists, and that resistance becomes your energy, your frequency, your blockage. Most people think they lack clarity. What they actually lack is the ability to allow life to support them without controlling every step. Think of a moment when the best thing happened, not because you planned it, but because you let go, the right person appeared, the timing aligned, the opportunity found you. When you stopped obsessing over how there was no control, only coherence. Control is the attempt to skip trust. Control says, I need proof first. Trust says, the proof will meet me after I move. You do not move because you are certain. You become certain because you move. The trap is that the mind thinks doubt is protection. It thinks fear keeps you alert. It thinks worrying prepares you for worst case scenarios. But worry is a rehearsal of the timeline you do not want. Fear is a contract with the outcome you dread. Doubt is the vote for a reality you would never choose. And the field receives those votes. Loud and clear. Control always speaks the same language. I do not trust what is coming. I must manage everything myself, because it might fall apart without my fear to hold it together. This belief is the prison, and prison does not become freedom. By decorating the walls with strategy, you free yourself. When you stop responding to the voice that says, without control, everything collapses. No, without trust, nothing new can rise. The unknown is not your enemy. It is your gateway. Every miracle you have ever experienced came from the unknown, not from the plan, not from the checklist, not from the obsession, but from the moment life surprised you. Surprise is what happens when control finally gets tired. Take a breath. Notice the areas of your life where you monitor everything, where you try to force timelines, where you try to make people behave a certain way, where you cannot relax because what if it fails? Every what if is a prayer to fear. Ask yourself, what am I afraid will happen if I stop controlling this? Will I lose approval? Will I lose my identity? Will I lose the illusion that I am holding everything together? The truth is, you have never been the one holding it together. Life has been carrying you. Even in the moments you felt alone, you did not choose the timing of your deepest breakthroughs. You did not control the exact moment your heart awakened, or your path shifted, or your strength returned. Something greater was always guiding, even when the mind did not approve. Let the mind be confused. While the soul moves forward, the mind will catch up later. The shift is not to silence the mind, but to stop worshipping its fear, to stop treating doubt as wisdom, to stop believing that anxiety is intelligence. When the mind panics, you breathe. When the mind demands force, you soften. When the mind demands proof, you remember what you already know. The field responds to coherence, not control. Control tightens your energy. Trust expands it. Expansion is the frequency of receiving. You are allowed to relax. Before the evidence comes, you are allowed to feel safe. Before the outcome appears, you are allowed to believe. Before you can explain why. This is not delusion. This is quantum alignment. Manifestation is not about becoming fearless. It is about acting from faith, even when fear is loud. Trust is not a luxury. It is the strategy. Every time you let go by 1%, life moves toward you by 10. Control is a cage made of old stories. Trust is the key that opens the door. And here is the final truth. The mind wants control because it is terrified of its own power. If it ever surrendered, even once, it would witness what happens when the soul leads, and nothing would ever be the same. So breathe. Loosen the grip. Allow yourself to be carried. Flow is not chaos. Flow is cooperation with the intelligence that has always been guiding you. Let the universe prove how quickly things move. When you stop getting in the way, there comes a moment when you stop asking the universe for permission and you simply choose. Not later, not when signs appear, not when fear goes silent. Right now, alignment is the moment desire becomes identity. The moment wanting transforms into being. The moment you declare, this is who I am. Before the world shows proof, you are not here to wait for evidence. You are here to generate it. The field does not move first. You do. Or more accurately, your energy does. Every shift begins with a declaration, not spoken to the universe, but spoken through your frequency. Words are easy. Frequency is truth. A declaration of alignment is not a sentence. It is a state, a posture, a quiet certainty that no doubt can shake. It sounds like this. I am no longer negotiating with my past. I am no longer living as the version of me who doubted. I am no longer vibrating at the frequency of almost. I am no longer waiting for life to choose me. I choose myself. This is the day you stop identifying with who you used to be. This is the day you stop apologizing for who you are becoming. This is the day you step fully into the timeline that has been calling your name. Every choice is a vote. And today, you vote differently. You are not practicing abundance. You are being abundant. You are not seeking love. You are generating love. You are not chasing purpose. You are walking as purpose. You are not craving your future. You are entangled with it. Feel that shift. It is not small. It is everything. The declaration of alignment is not loud. It is stillness. Stillness that says, it is already mine. Stillness that says, I do not need to force what is already done. Stillness that says, I trust the unseen more than the evidence of my old fears. You are not hoping anymore. You are knowing. Knowing changes your eyes, your breath, your posture, your presence. People feel it, even before you speak. Opportunities feel it, even before you act. Reality feels it, even before it becomes visible. When you align, Life rushes to meet you. This is not magic. This is physics. Coherence commands collapse. Identity commands reality. Alignment commands timelines to reorganize around you. And here is the profound truth. Your declaration does not need to be perfect. It only needs to be real. Every time you return to this frequency, you refine the signal. Every time you choose trust over control, you anchor the outcome deeper. Every time you act like someone who already arrived, the field moves faster to match you. The universe is not testing you. It is calibrating to you. You are not trying to convince anything. You are confirming everything. The declaration of alignment is you saying, I remember who I am. I remember what I am connected to. I remember that the field is not outside me. The field is within me, responding to me, listening to me, becoming me. You are not separate from your desire. You are its doorway. You are its expression. You are its arrival. Let this be clear. There is no future version of you more worthy than the one standing here right now. There is no later moment where you finally deserve the life calling to you. You are worthy now. You are ready now. You are aligned now. And if fear whispers, what if nothing changes? Answer with, what if everything does? If doubt asks, how can you be sure? Answer with, I am done being unsure. If the past tries to reattach itself, answer with, that version is retired. Take a breath, a real one. Feel your body soften. Feel your heart lift. Feel your energy expand into possibility. You are no longer waiting at the door. You are walking through it. This is the declaration. This is the shift. This is the remembrance. Say yes to your own becoming, not with words, with alignment. Be the match. Be the frequency. Be the signal the field cannot ignore. Because when you decide fully, without hesitation, without bargaining, without looking backward, reality does not have a choice. It must rearrange itself. It must follow the command. It must reflect the identity you embody. You are not arriving soon. You are arrived. Stand in that truth. Claim that truth. Breathe that truth. Live that truth. Let the universe catch up. Pause here. Feel the power of this moment. A new timeline has already locked in. Now, in the space below, declare the energy you choose to carry forward. One word, just one: trust, peace, power, abundance, love, expansion, arrival, whatever rises first. That is your broadcast. That is your signature. That is your command. Type it, name it, anchor it, and let the field respond. You are aligned. You are coherent. You are the observer and the creator. And this is only the beginning.